Thank you for joining us. I am Jessica Deane with AIM Transportation Solutions, and I'm here today with Jeff Eisaman, the Regional Manager of Transportation for one of my favorite companies out there, and a company that AIM is very proud to call a full-service leasing customer, Sheetz. If you're from the Midwest or Northeast regions of the United States, you know that Sheetz isn't a convenience store, it's a way of life. I'm beyond thrilled to have Jeff here with us today so we can hear all about Sheetz, what brought them to their partnership with AIM, and how that partnership has proven a competitive advantage for their incredible business. Hi, Jeff. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Jessica. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much for being here, sir. So can you please start off by telling us a little bit about the backstory of Sheetz as a company?
Yeah, absolutely. So just like you mentioned, Sheetz is really more than a convenience store. We like to say it's a convenience store / restaurant that happens to sell gas and diesel products, to our customers. But the Sheetz family still owns the company. It's privately held. It was started by Bob Sheetz, who is still on our planning board now, back in 1952. So been around, for over 60 years. So, but we are in 6 states. So we are in Pennsylvania, where our headquarters is, also Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, and West Virginia, and North Carolina. So we recently started up a new market in Columbus, Ohio. So we're rapidly growing that area. Hopefully, we're going to be up to 50 stores here in the next couple of years out there. So an interesting piece of who I really work for is CLI Transport. So CLI Transport is a limited partnership owned by the Sheetz family, and we are the dedicated fuel hauler for Sheetz. So essentially, we're one company, but we're really a division of Sheetz. And CLI started in 1992. We used to have third-party carriers hauling our fuel. Had some opportunities there with them hauling. So actually, Steve Sheetz, Bob's brother, really wanted to have their own fuel hauler, and that's how we got started. So we started in 1992, as I said, pulled our first load in 1993, and we haul all the products that Sheetz needs, as far as their ethanol into the loading terminals, and then all of our petroleum products out to the stores. Over 640 stores. We have a full dispatch department. And our supply chain with petroleum is all in-house. So we have a department that actually buys and sells all the petroleum, and then of course we have the dispatch department that dispatches it, and then in operations we deliver it to all of our stores. And the awesome thing about CLI is we are 100% around safety for our drivers, the equipment, the motoring public. And we're very proud to say that we've earned the American Trucking Association's President's Trophy 4 times. So you can only earn it every 3 years, and since our inception, we've earned it 4 times, which is pretty cool. So
that's a very remarkable achievement. And Jeff, is CLI exclusive to Sheetz? There's no other companies that you guys are hauling on behalf of?
Correct. Yeah. We're solely dedicated to haul Sheetz product. So
awesome. So with a company with such a large footprint and so many moving parts, your transportation function has to be incredibly complex to oversee. Can you tell me a little bit about managing that side of the business and what your day-to-day might be like?
Yeah, sure. So the interesting thing is we really have 3 fleets that we run. I am primarily focused on the fuel side, the fuel transport side, but we have Sheetz Distribution Services that delivers to our stores. That's all the food product. So those are refrigerated trailers, and then also we have Sheetz Brothers Kitchen that delivers all the. They have the Sprinter vans, so they're delivering the favorite donuts that everybody loves, as well as all the prepackaged made to order sandwiches and those type of things. So our safety department actually manages all 3 fleets. So they have a big job to do there, just keeping that going. As far as CLI on the fuel side, which is where I spend my time, we have 9 main terminals and 10 satellite terminals across those 6 state footprints. And my region, I have Ohio, Western Pennsylvania, and then Northern Virginia is my region. My direct reports are terminal managers. So the terminal managers really lead day-to-day operations at their terminal locations, as well as with their assistant terminal managers and administrative associates there. But it's just a really it's a privilege for me to lead all of our drivers. Coming from the military, I loved leading soldiers, taking care of soldiers, and this is a great extension of that. I take care of drivers and take care of our employees, which is awesome. So we, and again, not sure if you want it or not, but we have about 165 fuel tankers on our side that operates in our 6-state footprint. So.
Very cool. I mean, what an incredible operation and incredible scale of an operation. So there's a lot of synergy between Sheetz and AIM. We're headquartered about 3 hours apart. You guys are Altoona, PA, and we're Youngstown, Ohio. We're both family owned and privately held companies. What was it exactly? I assume those things, and what else was it that made AIM a good fit for Sheetz as a service provider?
Well, one of the big things was, moving into a new market. Our current leasing partners that we utilize, most of them didn't really have a footprint. A couple of them had a presence in our new market in Columbus. But one of the things that we like to say, and I'll keep this PG-13, but we like to say that we tell all of our leasing partners or our potential leasing partners that Sheetz and CLI, we're a pain in the butt. Okay. We love what we love. We want things done a certain way. We demand a lot, and across our organization, I always say we hire the best of the best in all of our positions, including our drivers. We really demand the best out of every leasing partner as well. And we want the trucks inspected at a certain time. And if you're a leasing partner that says, or a leasing organization that says, nope, you're going to do it our way, we're not going to do business with you. So what was really great about AIM was working with the individuals that we did with Matt and Mike. They were really open to say, what do you want? What's your expectations? So as we talked through that, they were very accommodating, and it just, from the very beginning, it felt like a natural partnership. And that's really what we want to create, is a partnership with our leasing partners. It's not a vendor supplier relationship or a customer. Although, obviously you guys are in the customer service business, but it's all about saying, hey, here's our expectations, high expectations on maintenance, high expectations on equipment specs, high expectations on facilities. Most of our leasing partners, we cohabitate on your property with you. That way our trucks can get repaired quickly. We run our trucks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it was very important to have a leasing partner that was really focused, that could focus on our repairs and really taking care of us 24/7. So when you put all that into the puzzle, AIM really shined, because you like you said, you're a privately held company. We were able to talk with the Fleming family, and that's nice with the leasing partners. And some of the larger leasing organizations, you don't necessarily get to talk to the people that own the company or presidents of companies. So that's something that we really desire, is having that relationship and really building it as we go forward. And and obviously we're gonna continue to grow. So it's very important to have not only that presence in the current market, but say you're large enough that we can look at future growth with you as well. So.
And I really appreciate that's exactly what we strive for, is to show absolute flexibility and agility for our customers. A customer the size of Sheetz and CLI, you guys scale wise are much bigger than our average customers. So, but from the smallest customer with a single box truck up to you guys, we want to be able to customize our program to fit your needs. And like you said, we have the ability to do that, where you're talking with Matt Svencara, our executive vice president of sales, and then the Flemings, and we hit every customer at the ground level and make sure that our solution is customized to their need, versus these big box providers who it's a one size fits all solution. So I really appreciate you saying that. That's, fantastic that we were able to create that solution for you in that way. Sheetz became a full service lease customer with AIM in 2020, which is somewhat recently. Where do you see that partnership headed in the future?
Well, that's a great question. I would love to see that partnership grow. Like I mentioned, we continue to have aggressive growth plans in new markets. It's really top secret squirrel stuff. I can't tell you where those markets are. But as we plan ahead and look at some of those markets, we always want to look and say, okay, what leasing partners are in the market that we currently have? Do other leasing partners that we use that are not in that market, do they want to start up operations? And the nice thing about AIM is, you guys have a very wide portfolio of facilities that really kind of match up well with where we are currently, and kind of some of the areas that we're looking at into the future. So I see us continuing to expand. With our locations in Columbus and Canton, we just took on a new project in Canton of hauling pretty much 100% of our own ethanol into the loading terminals. So without getting too deep into it, we actually purchase our own fuel from the pipelines, from the refineries. So we bring our own ethanol into those plants to create that E10 offering. As we look at Columbus and Canton and Cleveland, those are going to be major areas that we're going to grow over the next 5 to 7 years. So I really anticipate AIM being a major player with us, obviously in Columbus and Canton, and then as we kind of expand into that Cleveland market as well. So
wonderful. Absolutely. And I agree. I mean, it's crazy how much overlap the two companies' footprints has as far as geography is concerned. So I agree with you certainly that it's a partnership that makes sense from that standpoint. So Jeff, would you recommend AIM to another company out there who either owns and operates their own equipment or leases with a competitor?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I was joking with Mike Chop, who's who's my go-to person with you guys. But I said, as long as I don't work with him. But no,
I don't blame you.
Mike is an excellent individual to work with. Anytime I make a phone call, he always picks up the phone. Or if he's busy, he calls me right back. But, as far as other companies are out there, I mean, each company has their different philosophy on owning equipment or leasing equipment. We've always looked at it from a leasing side because we want to focus on our primary mission of getting fuel to the stores and ultimately to our end customer and user. We don't want to focus on running a shop. We don't want to focus on maintenance issues. We want somebody to do that. So the nice thing about having the full maintenance lease with AIM is that, if we have a problem, we make one phone call and then it's handled. The shop, the service managers at the shops, they get on it right away. Again, going back to we're pain in the butts, we demand like immediate, service. They get on it, they get the techs on whatever needs to be fixed, and it's done quickly. It's done right, which is another big stickler that we have. We don't put duct tape on things. We actually make sure that it's fixed right. And again, as you're leasing, with AIM, all that's taken care of for you. So, if you're running a business, you just have to focus on your business. You don't have to focus on the maintenance part. So, so that's the great thing of, being with AIM, and your customer service attitude and just your flexibility and your willingness to go the extra mile. So.
Well, thank you. You hit the nail on the head for the value that we propose. That's kind of what we strive to do. So I'm so happy that we're doing it for you well. Thank you so much, Jeff, for being here, and to you and Sheetz and CLI for your patronage. We look forward to the opportunity to continue to provide service to Sheetz, and we hope we can continue to grow our partnership. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jessica.